Determiners are often called noun markers. Determiners come in front of nouns to tell which, how many, or how much. Grammarians used to categorize determiners as a subset of adjectives as they modify nouns. But in terms of grammar, determiners are different from adjectives in that, unlike adjectives, determiners are sensitive to noun countability. That is, some determiners modify only singular nouns and some only plural nouns. Also, some modify only countable nouns and some only uncountable nouns. So modern grammarians treat determiners as a part of speech. The most well-known determiners are definite articles and indefinite articles. But possessive pronouns like my, your, demonstrative pronouns like this, these, numerals 1, 2, and indefinite quantifiers like many, much can also function as determiners when placed in front of nouns. In light of which things determiners refer to, English grammar makes a distinction between specific and unspecific things. Specific things are those both the speaker and the listener know which ones. Determiners that can indicate which objects the speaker is talking about are called definite determiners. And determiners that do not indicate specific objects are called indefinite determiners. In this episode, we'll learn the use of definite determiners, and in the next episode, we'll learn the use of indefinite articles. To talk about specific things, the definite article the is most commonly used. Indeed, the is the most used word among all English words. One reason for this is that the can be used with any type of nouns. That is, the can modify countable, uncountable, singular, and plural nouns. Using the implies that both the speaker and listener know which one. So the is used when the speaker assumes that the listener knows which thing the speaker is talking about. There are 3 reasons why we need to use the. First, logical reason. If the thing referred to by the noun can be uniquely determined, we need to use the. The book I borrowed from you is good. The modifier I borrowed from you tells us which book we are talking about. So we need the book. Secondly, situational reason. If the context allows us to know which thing the speaker is talking about, then the is needed. Please don't slam the door. The is used even though door was never mentioned before. The reason is that it is obvious which door the speaker is talking about. And finally, there is this idiomatic use of the. For instance, the poor are getting poorer. The plus adjective makes plural number of people. Since the can be used with any type of nouns, problems with the are not syntactic, but semantic. That is, if we misuse the, either people will be unsure about which thing we are talking about, or the meaning of the sentence is incorrect. For example, in the previous episode, we learned that plural countable nouns and singular uncountable nouns can be used without any determiners to mean all or any. So if we use the in front of these nouns, the nouns will refer to specific things. Consider these two sentences. The dogs are not colorblind. Dogs are not colorblind. We are trying to make a general statement about all dogs. The first sentence says some specific dogs are not colorblind, and the second sentence says all dogs are not colorblind. So only the second sentence is correct.